In the last video, we learned how to combine like radical expressions. But radical expressions aren't always like. However, sometimes radical expressions that don't initially appear to be like really are like once we simplify them. So in this video, we're going to simplify radical expressions and then combine like radical expressions. Here we have the expression 4 square roots of 2 plus 1 square root of 8 minus 2 square roots of 50. The first term is a square root of 2 term. The second term is a square root of 8 term. And the third term is a square root of 50 term. Now these are not like expressions, so we can't combine them. However, the second and third terms are not fully simplified radical expressions. So let's fully simplify these two terms and see what happens. Let's start with the square root of 8. The biggest perfect square that will evenly divide 8 is 4. So we'll rewrite the square root of 8 as the square root of 4 times 2. And that's the same thing as the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. But the square root of 4 is 2, so the square root of 8 simplifies into 2 times the square root of 2. Now let's do the same thing for minus 2 square roots of 50. The biggest perfect square that evenly divides 50 is 25. So we can rewrite this expression as minus 2 times the square root of 25 times 2. But the square root of 25 is 5. So that gives us minus 2 times 5 times the square root of 2, which gives us minus 10 square roots of 2. So we simplified the square root of 8 into 2 square roots of 2, and minus 2 times the square root of 50 into minus 10 times the square root of 2. Rewriting each of these terms in their fully simplified form gives us the expression 4 square roots of 2 plus 2 square roots of 2 minus 10 square roots of 2. Now that we've simplified the second and third terms, it's easy to see that all three of these terms are like radical expressions. They're all square root of 2 expressions. So the question is, how many square roots of 2 do we have in all? In the first term we have 4, in the second term we have 2, and in the third term we have minus 10. 4 plus 2 minus 10 gives us minus 4 square roots of 2. So 4 square roots of 2 plus the square root of 8 minus 2 square roots of 50 is minus 4 square roots of 2. What about this example? Here we have 6 cube roots of 16 minus 8 cube roots of 128. The first term is cube roots of 16, and the second term is cube roots of 128. These don't appear to be like radical expressions, but let's make sure that both of them are fully simplified. Is the first term fully simplified? We have to ask ourselves the question, are there any perfect cubes that will evenly divide 16? Yes. 8 is the biggest perfect cube that will evenly divide 16. So we can rewrite our first term as 6 times the cube root of 8 times 2. Now let's look at the second term. What's the biggest perfect cube that will evenly divide 128? 128 is evenly divisible by the perfect cube 64. So we'll rewrite 128 as 64 times 2. Now let's go back and simplify each one of these terms a little bit more. 6 times the cube root of 8 times 2 can be rewritten as 6 times the cube root of 8 times the cube root of 2, and minus 8 times the cube root of 64 times 2 can be rewritten as minus 8 times the cube root of 64 times the cube root of 2. Keep simplifying. In the first term, cube root of 8 is 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And the cube root of 2 is already a fully simplified radical. So the first term we have 6 times 2 times the cube root of 2. In the second term we have minus 8 times the cube root of 64. The cube root of 64 is 4, because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And again, the cube root of 2 is a fully simplified radical expression, because there are no perfect cubes that will evenly divide 2. So in the second term we have minus 8 times 4 times the cube root of 2. Keep simplifying. In the first term, 6 times 2 is 12. So we have 12 cube roots of 2. And in the second term, we have minus 8 times 4 which gives us negative 32 cube roots of 2. Now that we've fully simplified both of these radical expressions, it's easy to see that we're dealing with cube roots of 2 minus cube roots of 2. So these two terms are like radical expressions. And 12 cube roots of 2 minus 32 cube roots of 2 gives us a total of minus 20 cube roots of 2.